Good morning, one and all. Dear students, last class we can be discussed about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Next, we can be discuss about the how should be the occurrence of metals. So, how should be the what is the meaning of reactivity series? What are the different metals we can be? Metals should be extracted in the nature. All this we can be discussing these sessions. So, here we can be study about the occurrence of metals, extraction of metals, what is the meaning of collosions. So again, once again, we can be discuss about the points to remember and also trivia you can be discussed. First one is occurrence of metals. You already know that the metals should be occurred in the various forms. So maybe some should be the solid, some should be liquid forms. Is it? The metals occur in nature in the free, some of the free as well as in the combined form. The earth crust is a major source of metals. So when the earth crust should be formed, so almost they are the major source of the metals we can be seen. So in free state means maybe we can be seen in the only two, that is the silicon and oxygen. Like that in the combined form, almost all metals should be in the combined form because they will be reacted to the atmospheric oxygen, hence we can be called as they will be combined form. So maybe gold, silver, mercury. So these are all we can be found in the earth crust in the free state. Is it? Maybe gold, silver, and mercury. These are we can be called as the what? Free state of the metals. Like that, some are found in the form of their compounds owing their higher reactivities. So maybe those are the high reactivity: sodium, potassium, calcium. So that type of the metals which are is always combined form. Only these three only can be seen in the free state, which are that one: gold, silver, and mercury. The elements. What is the meaning of minerals? So minerals means the elements, maybe the elements or compounds which can be occurred in the naturally in the earth crust is called minerals. The minerals means the compounds which occur in the naturally in the earth crust, that is, you can be called as the minerals. At some places, minerals contain a very high percentage of particular metal, and the metal should be profitably extracted from it. That is, you can be called as a ore. So, more for example, iron ore, manganese ore. These are all commercial purpose you can be used, and also they will be very cost, and also industrially also you can be used to the one. That is, you can be called as the ores. Minerals means those are which occur in the naturally in the earth crust, that is, we can be called as the minerals. Like that, the minerals which contain a very high percentage of the particular metal, and the metal can be profitably, we can be extracted to that one. That is, we can type of the minerals we can be called as the ores. The important ores are the we can be called as the iron, aluminium. So aluminium ore is bauxite, aluminium. Like that, iron should be the hematite, and also magnetite, so like that manganese. So these are all we can be called as the ores. So because they have to be used in the industrial purpose, and also we can depend upon to the so much to that one. So next one is metallurgy. So look at the picture here. So the process of the extraction of metals from their respective metallic compounds is called as the metallurgy. So for example, if you extract the iron means, so the metals which are respective metallic compounds means maybe hematite or magnetite or siderite. So that is the we can be called as the metallurgy. It means the extraction of the metals from their metallic compounds is called metallurgy. Sometimes some metals are found in the earth crust in the free state. I already told that gold, zinc. So gold is one of the free state. Some are found in their compounds. So which are the one means only gold, platinum, which are the least reactivity of there. That type of the element should be can be seen in the free state. So whatever most reactive is there in activity series, you can be seen that the potassium is the most reactive than sodium. Next you can be seen in the calcium, magnesium, aluminium. Is it? So these are the can be called as the middle reactivity series. That is zinc, iron, tin, lead are the middle activity series. So these are the least reactivities. These are the most reactive elements. These are the least reactive elements. These are the intermediate reactivity series. The metals at the bottom of the activity series are the least reactivity. What are the examples? Copper, silver, gold, and platinum are the least reactivity. They are often found in the free state. Hence, they will be found in the free state. So like that, the metals which can be seen this one: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, and also aluminum. The activity series like these elements are the highly reactive, hence are not found in their free state. Always they will be combined with the oxygen, maybe potassium oxide, sodium chloride, or should be calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, and also aluminum oxide. Like that, the middle of the activity series: zinc, iron, tin, and lead. So that should be moderately reactive, not only high reactive, not high and also not slow. It should be moderately reactive. They are also found in the earth crust mainly as an oxide, maybe zinc oxide, iron oxide, zinc sulfate, iron sulfate, or we may call as the lead carbonate. Like that, we can be seen the only they have to the form in the maybe oxide forms, sulfide forms, or they have to the carbonate forms in the middle activity series. What are the different techniques you can be used to obtain the different reactivities? So almost electrolysis process we can be used in the high reactivity series. So this is we can be used in the middle reactivity series. What are the that one we can be used to this method. So electrolysis method means you can be used to the graphite or carbon anode. So this is the tank should be act like a anode. So cathode and also this is should be anode, cathode and anode. The molten aluminum should be out and the steel case you can be seen. So like that, if you see the blast furnace, you can be used in the extraction of the iron ore. So hematite and magnetite will be introduced to this metallic load, and also melting minerals along with it will be used to the coke. So the iron ore should be the drop in this blast furnace. So maybe we can heat it in the nearly 3000 to 3500 degrees centigrade that one. So whatever the silicon dioxide or coke is there, they can be the act like a reducing agent. The remaining part which are there, that should be the blast furnace, they will be slag, and also unwanted particles which are present in that one, that is you can be called as the slag, and also the purification of iron you can be called as the pig iron. So this is the, you can be used in the extraction of the iron. So this is you can be used in the aluminium or copper, like that you can be used to the those are the high reactivity series, that is you can be used in the electrolysis method. So those are the reactivity series in the middle series, that is you can be used in this method. So next one is enrichment of ores. How should we enrich the ores? So if you observe any iron ore or bauxite ore, so that ore mined from the earth are usually contaminated in large amount of the impurities such as soil, sand, etc. or gangue. So if you take any type of the metals, or it can be extracted from the metals from the earth, that should be containing very large amount of the impurities. It is not can be used in the directly pure form. We should be having some impurity should be present to that one. Maybe some of the soil, sand particles should be attached to that one. That is we can be called as the what? Gangue particles. The impurities. So these impurities also we can be removed from the ore prior to the extraction of the method. So there are some methods we can be used to that one. Maybe froth flotation process, roasting, calcination, like methods also we can be used to that one. So what are the methods we can use? So there is one process we can be called as the froth flotation process. So you can introduce that tank. That tank you can be introduced to that one. When the compressed air should be passed on to that one, they will produce some bubbles, the sulfide ore particles, the water containing amine. So introduce the soil, introduce the minerals that one, we can be used to some type of the oil they can be contained to that one. So when the compressed air is, we can be added to that one, there will be some of the fine particles should be or some froth flotation should be processed to that one. Again we can be, the gangue particles should be settled to that one, we can be seen to that one. The process is to remove the gangue from the ore as based on the difference between the physical or chemical properties of the gangue or the ore. Whatever the physical or chemical properties are there, that based on that one, we can be used to the method which can be applied to that one here. So here we can use to the sulfur. So sulfide ores, whatever sulfide ores are there, maybe ferrous sulfide or magnesium sulfide, that type of the metals we can be used to remove in this method. Next one is extracting the metals low in activity series. Low in activity series means copper, silver, gold and platinum. Lastly four, whatever downwards we have to see, copper, silver, gold, they are the very least reactive elements. So the oxide of these metals can be reduced to the metals by heating alone. So when we heat it to that one, they will be extracted to that one. So according to that one, we can use to the two methods, calcination and another one is the roasting method. So mercury is the one of the mineral of the cinnabar. Cinnabar means it is a mineral of the mercury. It can be represented by the HGS. When it is heated in the air, it is first converted into mercuric oxide, which is then reduced to mercury under further heating. So see, look at the picture here. So that is the can be called as the mercury sulfate, or it can be called as the cinnabar. When reacted into the oxygen, they can be given as to what? Mercuric oxide and also sulfur dioxide. Here we can know that the oxidation and reduction reaction is it. So this mercury sulfate should be converted into what? Oxidation. That is why it can be called as the mercury oxide. When this mercury oxide again it can be heated to the hydrogen. So the mercury and also oxygen should be, they will be separable. The extraction of the metals that are the middle activity series. So middle activity series means maybe zinc, iron, tin and lead, we can be taken on that one. So these metals we can be used in the blast furnace method. So maybe it can be, for example, they can be given to the how should be the extraction of the iron ore. So iron ore means so there will be amateur or magnetite we can be taken, or it can be mixed with the coke and also limestone. After when we introduce that one, there is some temperature we can be seen. First day 250 degrees centigrade, 700 degrees centigrade. So next one 850, 1500 degrees centigrade, like that we can be seeing that one. So they are extracted by the reduction of their oxides with a carbon, aluminium, sodium or calcium. So here some metals you can be seen. So when carbon monoxide is reacted into the ferric oxide, they can be given to ferrous and also carbon dioxide. So like that, in limestone should be decomposed into CaCO3. There should be calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide again they will be added to the silicon dioxide. They can be added to the calcium silicate. So these are extracted by the reducing. So we can be reducing means reduction method we can be used to that one. In blast furnace we can be used to the carbon. So coke is also you can be used as a reducing reduction of the metals in the carbon, aluminium, sodium or calcium. So next one is roasting. So roasting means what? The sulfide ores. Those are the sulfide ores. So sulfide, which are the container, maybe barium sulfate, copper sulfate. So that type of the ores which can be converted into oxides by strongly in the presence of excess air or presence of excess oxygen. That is we can be called as what? Roasting. So for example, when zinc blend, what is strongly heated, that is the roasted, it forms a zinc oxide and also sulfur dioxide. This is the we can be called as the zinc sulfate, sorry, zinc detonation means zinc blended. It is a strongly heated that one, oxygen it should be reacted that one, it should be form a zinc oxide and also sulfur dioxide. So here some process they can be given to that one. So this is the we can be called as the roasted zinc concentration. So that is the dissolving tank. After that one we can be seen in the some of the filtration method. So this is the circulating the tank, again filtrating the method, that is the storage tank. After that one electrolysis process, we can be used in the electrolysis process. Calcination means limited supply of the oxygen, that is we can record as the calcination. Especially it can be used in the carbonate, so those are the containing the carbonate ores are there, that is it can be used in the that one. The carbonate ores are changed into oxides. So by heating the strongly limited supply of air, this is known as the calcination. So for example, calamite ore means zinc carbonate. So it means strongly heated in the absence of air, it decomposes into what? Zinc oxide and also carbon dioxide. When zinc carbonate is heated to the limited supply of the oxygen, they can be converted into zinc oxide and also carbon dioxide. So here, see, look at the drawing here, limestone, they can be used to that one. So this is, we have to the, first one is preheating, excess heating, then calcination means limited supply of air, then lastly we can be cooling. So that should be extracted to this one. So this is the filter, this is the fan, they can be extracted to cool into that one. So these are all we can be used in the, which are the calcination method means it can be used in the limited supply of the oxygen, especially we can be used in the extraction of the calamite ores. The metal oxides obtained by the roasting and calcination are converted into free metals by using some of the reducing agent. Either it should be, it can be used to roasting or calcination method. It can be used in some reducing agent like a carbon. Maybe it can be used to coke or carbon. It can be called that one. Another one is aluminium, sodium or calcium also it can be used to reducing agent. The reducing agent should be used like a carbon, aluminium, sodium and also calcium. So reducing means, for example, if you take the zinc oxide and reacted it to the coke or carbon, that should be given to what? Zinc and carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. So zinc is extraction in the reduction of its oxide with a carbon. Next one is manganese metal is extracted by the reduction of its oxide. So you know that reduction and oxidation reaction in the first chapter. So when the manganese dioxide is reacted to the aluminium, they can be converted into what? Manganese and also aluminium trichloride. So this is the reduction method of the oxide in the aluminium powder in the reducing agent. So what is the thermite reaction? So thermite reaction means the reduction of the metal oxide to form a metal by using the aluminium powder as a reducing agent is called thermite reaction. The thermite reaction also you can be used in the reduction of the metal oxide. So which are the metal oxide there? That one we can be converted into metal by using the aluminium powder. That is we can be called as the what? Thermite reactions. So for example, if you take the mixture of iron oxide and aluminium powder is ignited burning the magnesium ribbon. So in case of when the magnesium ribbon can be heated to that one, you have to the some white powder we can be seen to that one. Here aluminium should be reduces the iron oxide to produce the iron. Here what happened? That aluminium should be the reduce the iron oxide to produce iron metal evolution of the heat, due to which iron metal the molten state is reduced. So here ferric oxide, when reacted with the aluminium, they can be given as to ferrous, iron and also aluminium trioxide. So this type of the metals also we can be used to the one, that is we can be called as the thermite